Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Ram. So in the previous video we saw about percentage topic and related formulas with respect to percentage topic and related problems as well. So in this video we are going to see about again percentage and few other problems related to percentage and few extra formulas. Okay, so this is going to be a continuation of that. So please watch that video if you didn't watch that. That is the part 1 of percentage. So this is part 2 of percentage. Before going into the video, let's see what are the exams we can cover by using these concepts. Okay, so percentage will be useful in IBPS, TNPSC or State Public Service Commission exams, UPSC, CSAT, then CAT exams, RRB, things like that. Okay, so exams like that, aptitude exams like this, as well as your placement, campus or off-campus placement, which requires the aptitude test, right? So you can use this concept in exams like that as well. So come on, let's get into the video. So today we are going to see about this formula. Okay, so if they are giving if the question is on two persons and they are saying that if A is X percentage more than B, then B is less than A by this percentage. Okay, for example, let's take two persons A and B. Okay, so let's take A and B, and A's salary is around 20 percentage greater than B. Okay, so greater than B. Okay, but we don't know what how much B's salary is less than A. We usually think that so it is 20%, so B's salary should be 20% lesser than A, right? But that's not the case. So in order to find that, we need to use this formula. That is, if A is X percentage greater than that of B with respect to any parameters like weight, age, or salary, things like that, then B's percentages, B's percentage will be less than A by this formula. We have to use this formula and we have to calculate the percentage. Okay, so this is the percentage. Okay, so not the current value, it's the percentage, so it will be less than A by this percentage. Okay, so similarly, if A is X percentage less than B, okay, so if A is less than B, then B is greater than A by this percentage. Okay, so you can see that both formulas are very much similar, just we are changing the sign alone here. Okay, so here we are using plus symbol, here we are using minus symbol. Okay, so what's the big difference is in order to keep this formula, if you want to remember this formula quickly, you can use this method. That is, if it is greater, if A is greater, then we should use plus. Okay, greater, bigger, so we are using plus. And if it is lesser means we have to use minus. So it's a simple trick in order to keep the formulas in mind. So what is the formula? X divided by 100 plus X into 100. So X divided by 100 minus X into 100. Okay, so percentage. So this is the formula that we need to use in order to find find the answers for problems like that. Okay, so come on, let's see few problems. I have taken few problems. So if you see the questions and problems, we can understand this formula, this concept better. Okay, for example, I will keep this formula alone so that you can see it whenever you want. So the first question says that if A's income is 30% less than that of B's income, then how much percent is B's income more than that of A? So they have said that A's income is 30% less than. Okay, so 30% less than. Okay, so less than that of B's income. So now they are asking us to find how much percent B's income is more than that of A's income. So we have to find how much percentage B's income is more than that of A's income. So here it clearly says that A's income is less than 30% less than that of B's income. So we need to use the second formula, that is X divided by 100 minus X into 100%. Okay, so we have to use this formula in order to get the answer for this. Okay, so they have given that percentage is equal to X is equal to 30%. So what will be our answer? 30 divided by 100 minus 30 into 100%. Okay, so B will be less than B will be 70. So 100 minus 30, 70 into 100. So 0 we can cancel it. So 300. So 7 4s are 28, 2, then 2s are 14, 6, then 8s are 56, then 4s are So it will go like this, okay. So what will be our answer? So what will be the percentage of B? So B will be 42.8 percentage, 42.85 percentage greater than A. Okay. So B's income will be 42.85 percentage greater than A. Okay, greater than A's income. Okay, so we are just applying the formula and just we are calculating it. Okay, so we are not doing anything else. We are just applying the formula and we are just calculating the value by using the given parameters. Okay, so this is one of the simplest problem. So now let's move on to the second sum. So in the second sum they have said that. So in the second sum they have said that in a medical certificate, by mistake a candidate gave his height by 25% more than normal. Okay, so he have given 25% more than his normal weight, that is his accurate weight, accurate height. In the interview panel, he clarified that his height was 5 feet and 5 inches. Find the percentage correction made by the candidate from his stated height to his actual height. So we are going to use the first formula. Here they have given they have said that he has stated his height 25% more than what is his actual height is. So we have to find the reverse one, that is how much difference that he had made. So we are going to use again this formula. So 25% greater than. Okay, so we have to use this formula, that is 25 divided by 125 into 100 percentage. Okay, so what will be our answer? So it will be, so 25 ones are 25 5s are, so 5 ones are 5 20s are, so 20%. Okay, so he has given a value which is 20% different from his actual value. Okay, so this is how we are using these formulas in order to calculate certain problems. Okay, so these two are very important formulas that you need to remember so that you can calculate problems like this. Okay, so come on, let's move on to the next step of this video, that is we are going to see another two formulas. So in this formula, these formulas are used to calculate problems with respect to population. Okay, so if we are having questions related to population, we used to use this kind of formula. So I will write that formula. So what is the formula is that if they are saying that a population of a city or a country is increasing by a certain percentage for an annum, okay, for an annum, then what will be the population in next 5 years or next 6 years, questions like that. Okay, in order to answer questions like that, we need to know certain formulas. So the first formula will be in order to know that P into 1 plus R by 100 into N. Okay, so here this is the formula. So this will give us the population after n years. Okay, after n years. Okay, so in order to find a population after n years, a population of a country after n years, we need to use this formula. So what is the P stands over here? P is the present population over here. P is the present population, and N stands for the years, and R stands for the rate. Okay, rate of change of population. Okay, rate of change of population. It can be the population can increase as well as the population can decrease. Okay, so if the migration is more, then there will be a rapid change in the population. In some cases, people will move out of the city for education and job. So in some cases, people will come to the city for for their education job. Okay, so it depends. Okay, so the rate may decrease or increase with respect to the problem. So rate of population is equal to R. Okay, so this is the required parameter. So if we have these if we found these parameters in the question, we can substitute these parameters in the formula and we can find it. Okay, find the what is the population of the city after n years. Okay, after n years means after 2 years means we can use 2 over here and we can find the percentage, find the population. Okay, so this is for the future. Okay, so if they are asking us to find 5 years after after 5 years what is the population of a city, you can use this formula. But if they are asking what is the population of a city before 5 years, okay, they are asking us to find the population of a city before 5 years. In that case, we need to use this formula, that is P divided by 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. Okay, so in order to find the population of a city for a period that is, that is the past. Okay, so in order to find a population of a city before few years, we need to use this formula. Okay, so this is that. So please keep in mind these two formulas, that is P population is equal to P into 1 plus R divided by 100 to the power n. This formula P divided by 1 plus R divided by n to the power n. Okay, so these are the two formulas, please keep in mind. So come on, let's see few problems related to that. So I have taken a few simple problems so that you will can remember the concept. Okay, so the population of a village is 1000. Okay, the population of a village is 1 lakh. Okay, the population of a village is 1 lakh. The rate of increase is 10% per annum. Find the population or at the start of the third year. Okay, so here they are asking us to find what will be the population at the start of the third year. So at the start of the third year, in the sense, at the end of 2 years. Okay, so the time period is 2 years, and the rate is 10% as far as the population is 1 lakh. So we know P is equal to 1 lakh. So P is equal to 1 lakh, rate is equal to 10%, as well as years is equal to n is equal to 2 years. Okay, so we know what we got all the parameters that we need to in order to calculate the population. So population is equal to population after 2 years is equal to 1 lakh into what is the formula? P is equal to P into 1 plus R divided by 100 into n. So 1 plus R, what is R? 10 divided by 100, what is n? 2. Okay, so what we will be having? We will be having, so 1 lakh, so 1 lakh, and we will be having here 110 by 100, 110 by 100. So I have written square as like this. So we can cancel the zeros, 1 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Then we will be having 10. So 11 11s are, so 1 1s are 1, 1 1s are 1 2. So we will be having 1 1s are 1, 1 1s are 1, 1 1. So 1 2 1 2 1. So we will be having 1 2 1 0 0 0. So we will be having 1,21,000 population after 2 years. Okay, at the end of the 2 years, we will be having 1,21,000 people in that particular village if the rate of population is increasing by 10%. So they have given that the rate of population increases by 10%. So we are using positive 10. So if they have said that the rate of population decreases by 10%, means we have to use minus. Okay, so this is how the whole concept works. So use the formula. The formula is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. That we have to use if in case of few years before the present time, then we have to use P divided by 1 plus R divided by 100 to the power n. Okay, so that's that. So come on, let's see another problem with respect to population. So this problem will be quite twisty. So in this problem, they have said that the population of a village of Rampur is 10,000 at this moment. Okay, present population of that village is 10,000. It increases by 10%. Okay, it increases by 10% in the first year. In the first year, it increases by 10%. In the second year, due to immigration, the population drops by 5%. So the rate 2 is 5 drops by 5%. So I am using a negative sign. So minus. Then in the third year, they have said that in the third year, find the population at the end of the third year if in the third year the population increases by 20%. So what will be the population? They are asking us to find the population at the end of the third year if the rate of population change is 20%. Okay, so they have given that and they have said the population P is equal to 10,000. Okay, so P is equal to 10,000. So what we are going to do, we are going to use this and we are going to use the formula and we are going to find it. Okay. So here there is a small problem over here. So because the rate is not uniform throughout 3 years. Okay. In the first year the rate is different, the second year the rate is different, and the third year the rate is different. So what we are going to do is that we are going to use the same formula by splitting it. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are going to use the same formula, that is P is equal to P into 1 plus R divided by 100 to the power n. Okay. So we are going to use this same formula, but what we are going to do, we are going to do it for 3 times. Okay. Because the rate is different for the 3 years, so we are going to use the formula for 3 times. Okay. So what we are going to do, what is P? P is equal to 10k. So I will write 10k into 1 plus R. What is the rate for the first year? That is 10%. 10 divided by 100 to the power, what is n? What will be the n? This rate applicable only for 1 year. That is for the first year only. So we are going to use to the power 1. Okay. Now we are going to move for the second year. So in the second year, the rate changes to minus 25%. So minus 5%. So minus 5 divided by 100 to the power 1. Again, this rate is for only for 1 year. So we are going to use 1. And the third year, the rate changes for 25%. Increases by 25%. So we are going to use 1 plus 25 divided by 100 to the power 1. Okay. So that's that. So now we can calculate the form. We can calculate it easily. So what will be our answer? 10k. So I'm just calculating it. So 110 divided by 100. 95 divided by 100. Then 125 divided by 100. So we will be having 10k, right? So I will cancel the zeros alone. So there will be 4 zeros over here. So I am cancelling these 4 zeros and I will cancel this as well. So I will be having 11 into 95 into 25. Okay. So 11 into 95, 95 to 11. Okay. 1 5 of 5, 9, 5, 9, 5, 14, 1, 1045. So after that I have to multiply this by 125. So 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 10, 5 4s are 20, 22, 2, 5 zeros are 0, 2, 5 1s are 5. Then I will be having 2 5s are 10, 1. So 2 4s are 8, 9, 2 zeros are 0, 2 1s are 2. Then I will be having 5 4 0 1, right? So then I will be having 5 2, then 11, 16, 1, 6 6, 12, 12 plus 4, 16, 1, 3, 1. So 1, 3, 6, 2, 5. So I will be having 1, 3, 6, 6, 2.5. Okay. So this will be our new population after 3 years. So in 3 years the population would have been 13,662.5. Okay, it will not be 10,000. It will go up to 13,662.5 people. Okay, so this is the average rate, average amount of people will be that in Rampur after 3 years. Okay, so I hope this video is informative. We saw there are 4 different formulas. Okay, and we also saw 4 different problems with respect to that formulas. So if you like this video, please share to your friends so that they will also get benefit of it. Please subscribe my channel for the future content as well. In the next video we will see about profit and loss. Okay, so concept related to profit and loss and formulas and problems related to profit and loss concept. Okay, so thank you, have a great day, bye bye.